Hello and good afternoon, Professor and class. Thank you for taking the time to review my post-university MBA reflection. I'm excited to share with you today a little overview of what I got out of this MBA program, as well as some suggestions for improvement and areas of opportunity to grow. First off, I'm going to share with you my presentation agenda. First, I want to give you an idea for my learning experience here at Post. I want to let you know what I have experienced, what specific classes have been unique or special to me, and those that I've gotten a greater value add from, been able to apply it directly to my career path and my position at my current institution. I also want to speak regarding my recommendations for program development, some things that I've observed along the way that I feel could better help the MBA program be successful and more resilient for the future students such as ourselves. Finally, I'm going to speak to the application to the real world. How does this come into the real world, and how has this impacted my current day-to-day activity? As far as my learning experience, I've developed on and off the job learning experience here with Post through a lot of the group experiences and group work. I feel like I really had an on-the-job experience. We were able to work together in teams. We were able to adjust, and this was pre and post COVID, where we were able to really take advantage of the technological capabilities that we have here to really enhance the group experience and enhance those interactions with my peers. The dynamic modalities and the various modalities was very helpful. A prime example is this. We're learning how to create and develop and post a YouTube video. It's a very nice tool to have. It's a very good tool to have in this professional world as well as in the personal world. So it's been very helpful, and the group work has really brought that all into one play. It's been challenging working with people from overseas or working with people that are working nights or weekends and doing the opposite of what myself was doing. Realize that communication is that much more important. This brings about the high demands, high results. This was a very demanding program. The post-MBA program was very demanding, and the classwork was very demanding. As part of that, it produced a strong result. I feel like I have gotten so much out of this program, and I've grown so much as a professional in taking these courses. The Capstone experience was really phenomenal. It brought it all into one. The Capsim was a phenomenal overview of how do you get into a business that you have no idea about and run it right away. Really gave me a value add. Also showed to me that it's very, very important that you need to be open to new experience, and you need to be open to adaptivity in order to ensure that you're able to stay relevant in today's business world. Two classes that made a big influence on me were Financial Tools for Managers and Advanced Financial Statement Analysis. These two classes really brought the financial statements into light for me, allowed me to look at them in a different light, look at them a little bit differently than typically I have, and see through the black and white to see the color behind all those numbers and what exactly is going on within the business. Where are they investing? How are they spending their money? How do they maintain their money? And if so, do they have a solid quick ratio? Are they able to cover, their earnings per share that they're projecting by the end of the year? All of these were very valuable in my professional life as well as in my personal life when making investment decisions. In the early stages of my Capstone project, I've understood the importance of the debt to equity ratio. We're starting a new business. It's very important to maintain our debt levels and to keep them in a reasonable area. So I'm going to value add that directly to my Capstone experience moving forward. One course that I really enjoyed that was a little bit out of my scope was the project management class. Really brought it all into light, all the steps that go into running a project. Gave me the similar to a business plan approach, but it also gave me a holistic high-level approach to what exactly does it take and how do we need to set this up to move forward and specifically indicate the individuals that need to have stake in the end result in order to establish accountability and at the end of the day ensure that the job gets complete. Some growth and challenges that I dealt with in my experience here are number one, time management. It's been very tough. It's been very challenging. The demands have been very, very high. So in juggling my full-time job, my home life, as well as my post-university responsibilities and my community responsibilities, it's been eye-opening to where I need to put my time, when, and how. This brings into the importance of prioritization. I have been very dedicated to prioritizing my duties every day, all day, personal and professional duties, just to ensure that all of the checklist gets completed by the end of the day. The program rigor was really phenomenal, and that goes hand in hand with dynamic group work. The group work was challenging, but it gave us a great experience in needing to broaden our view of interpersonal teams and international teams and completely virtual teams. This rigor was primarily driven by the high demands and the high results that I mentioned before. It was very important for the MBA program that I needed to stay attentive and never fall behind at any given moment, just to ensure that long-term result was successful. Finally, work-life balance. Where do I put my time? How do I allocate my 24/7, 365? It's been a great experience in order to do so, and I've found that balance in doing that, which makes me realize there is opportunity in life, even though it feels very busy, to proceed with a business venture or to move forward on a business opportunity. Finally, I'm going to share some recommendations that I have for the program. First off, dynamic meetings required for all classes. This would be Microsoft Teams or Zoom, something along those lines where it's a virtual meeting similar to this, where we are able to interact and we're able to deal with our peers. It's going to be very vital moving into the 21st century, where we go extremely virtual. And moving into the virtual space, I think it's very important for students that are following me to be versed and highly educated in how to manage virtual teams. And this could come in the form of a formal training or even a course derived around virtual teams and virtual communication. It could be really helpful to give value add to the program as a whole. Finally, I think the final course should be separated into two. I really wish I had a little bit more time to dedicate to the Capstone portion of the final course, and the major reason why I say that is I did all the research and the education in the beginning, but I wasn't able to really apply as much as I would have wished because I had so many priorities going on at the same time. So although it was very valuable to have that time management in this final course, it would have been more valuable for me if I was able to dig deeper into that business and get more of an idea of the intricacies and the moving parts. Just a thought, but it would decrease the demand in that final class, but I would suggest replacing that with quizzes and tests and polling and just getting an idea for how everybody's moving through the simulation, and really with the end goal of everybody really getting a really good idea for that simulation. My final critique for the MBA program is really documentation as a whole. I noticed a lot of inconsistencies between rubrics and professor communication. Discussion boards that were really stale, years and years old, that would start the discussion, seemed to be very misleading to me, that we are expected to be pertinent and timely and weekly and daily attentive to our needs, but we're all responding based off of a discussion question that was posted in 2018. I just think that refreshing those before posting those to every class would be very valuable, and it would give me a little bit more of a feeling that we are truly being heard here. And it's an ever-changing dynamic class. Finally, real-world application. It's very important to me to be able to apply my learnings to my real-world experience, and that has been exactly that. I have been able to value add my institution, my banking institution, and through my financial statement analysis, I've been able to establish a niche for myself in working in finance, as well as the loan department, to really determine what those bottom line factors are that are going to make our loan decisions smooth. As far as personal decision making, it's been a phenomenal experience for my individual financial realm, really getting an idea for what those decisions are, what the intricacies of them are, as well as what final results may be changed. Finally, looking forward to launching my business from my Capstone, and I'm looking forward to jumping in headfirst. It's been a great experience with you all. I especially appreciate Team Baldwin and all of our efforts. We had a great time, we learned a lot, and we were able to move forward and develop throughout the CapSim process. Thank you all. Have a great day. Talk soon.